Hey guys, it's Architect again, bringing you another beginner's guide for Dark Souls. So today I'm playing the Templar class. This is the Holy Templar. You can tell by his blue tabard, as opposed to the Sagittarius Templar, who uses a white tabard with a sun motif. Now I'm using the hand and a half sword. You can get it from the Western Village next to the Undead Castle. Alright, so we're going to take out some of these skeleton warriors with Holy Gust. And now we got a skeleton lord here. These guys aren't too tough as long as you have the hand and a half sword. Now I've got the extra prong damage, which, you're actually going to be dealing with quite a bit of prong damage here in this area. This is the first area of the game, by the way. So, I'm just going to defeat these skeleton warriors. Prong damage is what they're weak to. That's what the skeleton lord is weak to. So let's go ahead and skip forward. We're going down the ladder, and we're a little bit ways through. We're about 30% through at this point. I kind of want to leave some surprises for you. So we're going to let these skeleton warriors get up, and then we're going to do another Holy Gust. Now, Holy Gust is a spell that requires about 13 mind to cast, so that you have enough mana. And I would recommend 20 intelligence, maybe 30 can really benefit you. And it's pretty useful because the physics engine of the game, as you can see, I just got front stab there. Now you got to worry about that because if you don't block, they'll do that. So as I was saying, Holy Gust. Because of the physics engine in the game, it will blow their bones away. You can see down there we've got a Necro Lord, and I'm casting Armor Fortify. Let's deal with this guy. His fireballs do a lot of physical damage. So I'm just going to do Holy Gust, and I'm going to come in with a hand and a half sword, hit him, do that prong damage. Pretty much every enemy in this area is weak against prong damage. Alright, so let's skip ahead again. Alright, so now I've got the Witchwood branch, and we're going to talk... actually we're going to bypass him. Alright, so let's keep going. Now the cool thing about the Templar class is that you get an extra bonus against undead, and this is pretty much the only area that really has undead. So, where else to go first but this area. As you know, it is a very open world game, much like Skyrim, but this is the best place to go if you're starting out as a Templar, especially if your skill tree is the Holy Templar. That was a bone wolf. Alright, so we're going to go through this, I think it's called the Gate of Acheron. There's a couple of those throughout the game, and they're all different. Gone through the Gate of Acheron. This is actually near an area where you can encounter Ronson, and I actually didn't know that until like my second playthrough when I was playing as the wizard. Now here is a black warrior. I believe this one is Cythereus. Yet another thing that they're all named. There really aren't many of these guys, and they're all different. This is the only guy who looks like this in the entire game, and when I saw him I was really surprised. I thought maybe initially he was just a regular NPC that I could talk to, but apparently not. Although for this one I immediately knew to fight him. So he does that thrust attack. Now that does a lot of split damage, which is extremely useful in this game. What it does is it breaks your shield in half if he hits you too many times with it. And if you don't have any shield, you have to go all the way back to the store and get a new one. Much like the likes eating your shit from Ocarina of Time. Alright, so we got another Bone Lord here. So we're going to use Holy Gust on him. Now, you see on the side there it says Force. Force means that we have gotten a buff from the cleric in town well, basically, to make a long story short, it gives us kind of a blunt damage effect against undead. So now we've got a bone column, and these guys are tough. So I'm just going to two-hand my hand and a half sword. That's the good effect of this sword, is that it's really the only sword in the game that you can hold with either one hand or two hand, much like the hand and a half swords in history. Alright, so we got some dark mages. I'm going to use Holy Gust on them. Anything aligned to dark or dark steel is weak to the Templar's Holy Gust. Alright, we got the Bone Babies here. That's not their official name. Their official name is, I think, Cherubs. But I call them Bone Babies because that's what they look like. 200 gold from that, that's good. Alright, let's see this guy, okay. Alright. Gonna hit him with the side swipe. Alright. Gonna do a sweeping attack on them. Now those things are really dangerous and they can climb on you, so you really don't want to linger around there too long. Alright. So we are going to head into the next area. And we'll leave that for the next video. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Have a good day.